Hi, welcome in. Just cooking dinner tonight. No bingo. Um, I can't, well, I can't really play bingo right now. In case you're not following me on Instagram or TikTok. Basically, the last time I went on live on bingo, had a lot of fun. Was gonna go to more bingo after that. Had an emergency surgery, so that is also why I have not posted a schedule. That is also why I haven't posted anything about me going live, playing bingo, anything like that, is because I had an emergency surgery and I have just kind of been focused on healing and getting back better. Yeah. Had my gallbladder removed. It was one of the worst pains ever, especially because I had no idea what's going on. But today I'm doing something a little different. I'm cooking dinner. I'm cooking turkey sausage, vegetables, and rice. My husband was trying to get something out of our freezer and accidentally took out the sausage, so now we're cooking sausage and stuff for dinner. Hadn't planned on cooking since, tomorrow's Christmas and going to my mom's house for breakfast. So I hadn't really planned on cooking anything, but since he left the sausage out, I'm cooking dinner. So feel free, ask me any questions, say hello, whatever. This is pretty much just chill time, cook time, and I guess figure out the next time I'm going to bingo. I want to go New Year's Eve, but I'm working and I don't get off till 5. Hi Gray. Hi Brenda, how are you? Ooh, thanks for the subscription. Subscribe, like, do all that good stuff. Hello everyone, thanks for joining. We're doing a little cooking, a little dinner. So today I'm cooking turkey sausage, which you can kind of see a little bit. Turkey sausage, vegetables, and then some rice, which I do need to start. But basically, if you guys don't follow me on TikTok or you haven't seen my Instagram, I had to have my gallbladder removed. So I haven't been playing bingo. I haven't been doing anything like that. I'm just kind of trying to recover. Thank you. Thank you for the subscription. Thank you. Thank you, Brenda. I am definitely working on a very speedy recovery. Because I miss playing bingo. I really do. Yes, happy holidays, everyone. A little bit of seasoning on here. I'm running out, but just a little bit. I like to season my sausage with a little bit of paprika, onion powder, and garlic powder. Thank you. Yeah, tell me about it. I'm super starving. Yeah, that'll work. Thank you. Yes, having my gallbladder removed definitely, I guess you can say, woke me up. So I definitely need to eat a lot more healthier. Still, I am working on that aspect of it all. Because I want to be around for a very, very long time. 1, so I can play more bingo, and 2, so I can talk to you guys more. Alright, so I'm gonna start on some rice. My husband makes the rice better than me, but that's alright. Yeah, he makes it better than me. Yeah, he like washes it and do all that good stuff that you're supposed to do, because I guess you're supposed to wash your rice to get all that starch and stuff off, and then you're supposed to cook your rice. Never do that. But I have seen that you can cook your rice in chicken broth. So I'm gonna try cooking my rice in the chicken broth today, and let's see how this works. I'm assuming you cook it like you cook normal rice, but don't quote me on it. I've never tried it with chicken broth before. But at least I can wash some rice. I can't ever say I've had hot dog spaghettios. Like hot dog and spaghettios, like where you cut them up and then put them in there. I might have had that a time or two, but I will say I am the world's pickiest eater. But something that sounds really good that I haven't had in a long time, chili cheese dogs. I haven't had a chili cheese dog in so long. This sounds so good. That's what I should make. That's what I should make next time. See, I probably had it once. But I haven't had SpaghettiOs in a really long time. But I did. I used to eat like the SpaghettiOs, the ravioli, all of that stuff. Now I like to cook. Getting into baking, definitely. Definitely trying to get into baking more. But I don't like sweets, so it's kind of hard. Ooh. See, I love pizza. But I will say eating pizza made me realize that one, I have gallstones, and two, I needed to get my gallbladder out immediately. So I'm staying away from pizza for right now. Right. Telling you, they're just so good. Okay, I have tried baking bread. Okay, I have tried baking bread, but I feel like it didn't turn out correctly. But I could be wrong. But that's just how I feel. Like, I feel like when I made it, it did not turn out correctly like it should have been. But yeah, I did all that, had the yeast, let it sit, let it rise. And it was like, I think I tried like a cinnamon raisin bread. But I don't know, maybe just because I didn't put like enough sugar and stuff in there, because it wasn't a sweet. So I was like, like it's not really sweet. So I didn't particularly like it, but I think that's just because I did not put enough sugar. But I definitely am going to try to bake bread again. Yeah, I know. That's why I'm trying my hardest not to like really fry it, but also using something like avocado oil, since that's a better oil than vegetable or canola oil. This recipe? Or do you mean like another recipe? But I am gonna definitely stay away from the fried food. Do you mean the recipe that I'm cooking now? Thank you. Thank you. I just try and pretty much like you said, just kind of be chill, just have cool vibes, and just go from there, honestly. This isn't really a recipe, but I could try. So let's see. So basically, I just get some. So basically, for this one, I just got some sausage. I usually I don't eat pork, so these are turkey sausages. I usually get beef ones, but we had a turkey one, so I wanted to see what it was all about. There we go. As for the vegetables, I got them in a bag at Costco. They were already seasoned and pre-made and stuff like that. So I just popped them in the oven. It said to cook them for about 36 to 37 minutes. So I just threw them in there, put them on. I just realized the math was wrong. No, 18 is 36. Okay. So I put them on 18 minutes. They're going to go off. And then it says to flip them. So I'm just going to flip them. And then after I do that, don't burn anything. Then after I do that, I'm just going to cook the rice. How I was taught to cook rice is for every 1 cup of rice, it's 2 cups of water. So basically, I'm going to make, I think I'm making about 1.5 cups of rice. So I'm going to need about 1 cup of rice, 2 cups of water. 2.5 cups of water. Oof. And then I'm going to cook it in chicken broth because I heard that's how you get more flavor and your rice is more flavorful. So that's what I'm going to cook it in. I'm going to cook it in a little bit of chicken broth. Oh no, that's the sausage. Okay, so then I heard that cooking it in chicken broth will give it more flavor. I don't have any chicken bouillon paste, so I won't be cooking it in that, but hold on, I'm going to wash my hand. Okay, so now that I'm back. Yes, and you are absolutely right. But for me, when it comes to like the oil and stuff, I learned the best way to, or in my opinion, because I don't think I could be right, but in my opinion, if you just give it like a quick run through with a like a regular sponge, as it's like just getting off and everything, I learned that it does help. So that way, when you go in and like really wash it, nothing's stuck on there. Alright, so now we're gonna cook some rice. I gave my rice a very, very quick rinse just to try and get some of that starch off. They say you're supposed to wash it until your rice is like, or the water's like clear, but my husband usually makes this, not me. So I'm gonna throw chicken broth. Probably should have measured it. Let's measure it now. Okay. So my vegetables will be done for the first flip in 4 minutes. And then this is cooking. So we're gonna let this cook. I'm gonna try something new, because I normally do not season my rice or salt it or put any butter or anything in it, but I'm feeling risque today, so because I'm pretty sure this will just absorb into the rice. So I'm gonna throw a little garlic powder. I'm gonna throw a little onion powder. I'm going to throw, we're definitely winging it today. Oh no, I said I was all out of the chicken bouillon. Oops. Yeah, I'm all out of the chicken bouillon. Do I have any beef bouillon? Probably, but I'm not going all in there. I have too many spices for my cabinet. I will say that. So I'm going to, I know the chicken broth is hot or it's warm, so we're gonna see how this turns out. I'm gonna throw my rice in there. feel like I should have just cooked it like a normal person, but I'm feeling very, I don't know, out of the box-ish today. Since I've been off for all of this time, I've pretty much just been sitting here, healing, recovering, reading. I did go to the movies a time or two just to kind of see like how I can, so what I'm looking for, like in the recliner seats, how I would feel being comfortable to see if I can watch movies. It wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. So I was like, okay, works for me. Because I love the movies. Like, ouch. I love the movies. I am a movie girl. Depending on where you guys are located, I have it's called a Regal Unlimited. So it's basically any Regal movie theater. You go and you pay $25, and it's $25 a month. I think they're having some kind of, I think they have a commitment right now where you have to commit for 3, 6, or 12 months, and then you can choose to commit on the month-to-month basis. Ooh, okay, so that means I will post more cooking videos and a little bit more cooking content. I do like to cook. I don't cook as often as I should because when I'm not recovering, I work 2 jobs, and then I was also going to school. So I was doing a little bit, I'm not going to say doing the most, but I did have a pretty full and busy schedule. Since that's cooking, we're going to let that cook. And now we are going to flip these vegetables, give them a quick stir, and then put them right back in. Ooh. So like these are my vegetables. They're not done yet. But basically I bought this bag from Costco. It has sweet potatoes, zucchini, broccoli, Brussels sprouts, red onions, just stuff like that. So I just picked it up and said I can use this to make some kind of dinner. I'm just gonna give them a quick stir. They say they're lightly seasoned already. I believe it. I believe it. But I am gonna throw a little bit of seasoning on it. A little bit of garlic powder. A little bit of garlic powder. I'm learning to like vegetables more and more. Like when I say I like vegetables, carrots, broccoli. I have had Brussels sprouts when they're cooked good, and they were delicious. I'm like I said, I'll eat a zucchini every now and again, but my go-to is usually broccoli and carrots. That's why I'm trying to expand my horizon, I guess you can say. Expand my horizon when it comes to vegetables. Because I can't just eat broccoli and carrots all day. I mean, I could, but I heard a lot of other vegetables, like you said, like zucchini, cucumbers, and stuff like that. I heard that other vegetables give you more of your vitamins and stuff that you need. I don't think I'll let these cook for the full 16 minutes. Maybe like 10 more minutes. So we have the turkey sausage, done. I like mine with a little bit of burntness and a little bit of charness on it, but you don't have to cook it that way. Rice is bubbling. We're cooking. We're getting it done. Gonna turn it down. One thing I learned about rice, I haven't done the chicken broth, so I don't know if that's the same, but I know for rice, how I cook my rice is 1 cup of rice, 2 cups of water, or 2 cups of rice, 4 cups of water. Put the water on, let it boil, throw the rice in. Once it boils with the rice, then that's when you cover it with the lid and then turn it down. And then you let it cook for about, depending how you like your rice, I think they said 10 to 15 minutes for perfect rice. Less time if you want it a little bit more watery or gummy. More time if you want all the water to be gone. Try collard greens. I'm gonna have to try those. I do like collard greens, but my mom, she only makes them on like Thanksgiving. That's it. So I don't really eat them like that. But cabbage is good. Do like a good cabbage. What else? I think that's about it. I'm trying to. I do like bell peppers. I like using red bell peppers, green bell peppers, yellow ones, orange ones, stuff like that. Oh, I was talking about making more cooking videos. Yes, so I can definitely make more cooking videos. So that way, I can just show you different things that I like to cook on a daily basis. And considering I can't have everything that I used to have, it's going to be different. So it's going to be a little bit more healthier. Like I have salmon in there, so I can do salmon, more vegetables, and rice. Or I can do like salmon, rice, and something else. I don't know. Just whatever I feel like cooking is pretty much where I'm going with it. I don't know. Every day I like to try different things. We're in winter, it's cold. I know I wanted to do a, not like a chicken noodle soup, but like a chicken and biscuits, or a chicken and dumpling, or chicken and gnocchi. I wanted to do a, like, kind of like a soup like that. Did not get around to doing it. Did not, because of holidays, and then yeah, and then everybody cooks breakfast or dinner or different things like that. You know, I will admit, I did have a classmate, and she packed bell peppers in her lunch. Now, me personally, I'm like, why are you packing bell peppers in your lunch? And like you said, like, you're just eating them raw. They weren't bad raw, but I think, what did she mix them with? She had apples. She had apples and the bell peppers, and she was eating them together. And I'm not gonna lie, when you eat apples, and I believe her bell pepper was orange, so when you eat an apple and orange bell pepper together, it actually doesn't taste bad. It actually does not taste bad. I was shocked, very shocked. No, I'm not gonna check on it. But yes, I was talking about something else. Hi, Gail. So for dinner, I'm making turkey sausage, rice, and I have vegetables in the oven. I feel like it probably would do it. I don't eat raw onions. Onions like very hard. Like I gotta chop them up and put them like really small. The only time I have like a grilled onion is if I'm going to In-N-Out. But other than that, I'm telling you, my vegetable ratio is very low. Very low. Oh yeah, definitely. I figured I'd do something different. Since I can't play bingo right now, I figure I'd do some cooking. And then, yeah, I think I'm gonna do this more often. I'm gonna try at least doing it maybe once a week. We'll try. That's why I said once, because once I get back to work, I already know, super busy. It's gonna be working back 9 hours a day, and then my second job is I work at an arena, so when they have concerts and basketball games, I'm there all the time. My favorite food, I mean, I feel like everybody says your favorite food is pizza, but considering I can't have pizza right now, I have to find a new favorite food. I'm trying to think, what's something that I just want to eat all the time? That's a hard one. That is a hard one. Yeah, that's a hard one. I can't think of something that I just want to eat right now. Spaghetti's good. Okay, I've heard people talk about like that. Okay, I'm probably gonna butcher it, but bolognese. I've heard people talk about that, but I don't know what it is. I have absolutely no idea what it is. Okay. Okay. Could cook a little bit more. A little bit more. Oh. Well, then that doesn't even sound bad. Yeah, that doesn't sound bad. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I'm gonna let it cook just a couple minutes longer, just to really get a little bit more of the water out. But yeah, that's why I'm like, I wish I had like chicken bouillon, which will like enhance it and give it like more of like a chicken flavor. But I am out. And when I went to Costco, I didn't go to Winco as well too. Yes, I do need to start eating veggies. But I know when I had acid reflux, they told me to stay away from tomatoes. So I try and stay away from tomatoes. I use chicken broth. Can I help you?
What is you burning in here?
Not a thing. Everything is cooked to perfection. Exactly. Yeah. But now I'm thinking, since I have my gallbladder removed, do I still have the acid reflux as bad? Or is it gonna be a little better? Exactly. Like, I have to tell him, we don't burn stuff around here. We cook it nice and to perfection. When I plate it all up and put it in a bowl, it's gonna look delicious. Now, I feel like I should make a sauce, but I feel like you don't need a sauce with this. I feel like you don't need a sauce with this. Or we have a sauce that's somewhere in the refrigerator. Okay. Yep, this is how I want my veggies. Nice with a little bit of crispiness on them. Turn that on. Turn the timer off. See if that waters out that rice. Okay. Not quite out, but it is for the most part out. is what dinner looks like. Gonna do some rice. I should have got a regular bowl because this bowl is hot. Didn't even think about that. But my problem is I like my food to burn my mouth. So this is like perfect temperature for me. But not for my husband. So I'm gonna move you guys a little bit so I can reach my cabinet and get a bowl. Okay. There we go. So I don't burn my hands. Okay. Okay, so first I'm gonna answer Gail. Who inspires me the most? Like, what do you mean in that aspect? Like, to just get up and like go and move every day, or just like inspires me to like want to better myself? Like, what do you mean by that? Yeah, I didn't realize I had acid reflux until probably earlier this year. But I realized I had it like really bad because, like you said, like I would eat stuff and then I would get like super, and I think I've had these gallstones for a while, so super, I'd get like a pain in my stomach or like my chest, and like you said, you have to regurgitate or puke to feel better. Otherwise, you're just going to be literally hurting in pain all the time. I knew something was wrong with me when I puked, and then I still felt horrible. So I knew something was better or wrong. Went to the emergency room and told me I had gallstones. Yeah. I'm telling you, it's so painful. I told my husband, I was like, I would not wish this pain on anybody. I'm glad all my gallstones were my gallbladder, because imagine if one got stuck in the passage. Oh, I'd be crying every day. Want to better myself. I'd probably say my mom inspires me to want to better myself, because my mom, she raised 7 kids by herself. So it's like, I know if she can do it and still manage to work and go to school, get her degrees and stuff like that, like, I know I want to be that person as well too. See? That's how I knew. And then, so basically how it all happened was after that, because it was a Sunday. Thank you, Gail. It was a Sunday, so then they went and they told me I had gallstones. So I went to my primary care doctor the next day, which was Monday, and she was like, okay, so she felt on my stomach. She was like, yeah, we have to get it out soon. So I'm like, okay. She's like, I'm going to write you a referral and I'm going to do all that stuff. I'm like, all right, fine. But she was like, if you puke, go to the emergency room. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200. Go. So I'm like, okay. I think I was, because at that point I wasn't eating or like keeping stuff down. So I went and I tried to eat some soup. Yeah. I was like, I have to go to the emergency room. Next thing you know, they take all my tests, they draw all my blood. They're like, you need emergency surgery. Your gallbladder is so infected, it needs to get out now. So I was like, okay. Bye, Gail. Thanks for coming in. So then they were like, yeah, your gallbladder needs to be taken out immediately. So now I'm like, what? Immediately. Like, has to be taken out immediately. So they start prepping me. They're like, your surgery is gonna happen later on today or tomorrow. And then, yeah. And I was just like, okay. Because at this point in time, I'm like, what can I do? Like, I don't know what to do. So, good thing my mother-in-law came to visit me. My husband was there the whole time. And next thing you know, I'm here now, gallbladder out and cooking dinner. I'll say, honey, come get your bowl full of goodness. This is my husband's bowl. So we have rice, we have the sausage down here, and we have some veggies up here. He'll probably add some sauce to his because that's what he does. But I'll leave that up to him. Me, I'm not adding sauce because I feel like everything is done to perfection and you don't need any sauce.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Are you food?
You gonna add some sauce to yours?
Some sauce.
Yeah, you said you was gonna add some sauce.
Get some more, meat.
Want some more sausage? Alright.
That would be.
Okay. You're welcome.
Good.
Ooh. Thank you. Ooh. That sounds bad. No. That don't sound good. No. That would probably scare me and traumatize me as well too. Like this one was like the probably like third, I guess you could say, surgery I had, but this was like the first major surgery I had. My other one was like a bunion. The other one was like on my hand for a cyst I had. But this one was like the first surgery where I was like super scared, don't know what to do. Because for my other ones, you go in, you get your referral, you make your appointment, you do stuff like that. This was not like that. I went for just a simple checkup to just straight getting admitted to needing surgery. So, yeah. This one was definitely pretty scary. The doctor was amazed, though. I will say that. She was like, you just came in on Sunday, so how is it Tuesday? And, like, your gallbladder is, like, messed up. She's like, I've never seen it decline so rapidly. I was like, ma'am, don't say that. You make it seem like it was all bad and stuff. Okay. Baby steps. Baby steps. I'm gonna have you sausage. Because one thing and then another thing that I learned is that once you get your gallbladder out, I want to eat like I've been eating. Oh yeah, my sausage, they have to be crispy. Like crispy. Like some foods have to be crispy. Like my hot dogs, they have to be a little crispy, a little burnt. And there's like a couple other foods that I cook. Like they have to be like a little crispy, a little burnt. Everything else, it's always like golden brown and stuff. But that little char, that little crispiness to them, I'm telling you, it will change your world. Did it with my in-laws. Now all of a sudden, like some things are like, they're like, wait, can you make it with like a little crisp on it? And I'll be like, I got you. But yeah. Oh yes. So what I was saying was, yeah, so I want to eat like I've been eating since before I got my gallbladder removed. And I'm slowly learning I can't do that. So I usually just get like a smaller bowl now because I'm learning. I can't eat like I want to. Like my head will say, you're still kind of hungry, but then my stomach's like, no, you're not. But I will pile on these vegetables because I need to eat more vegetables. You want some more vegetables? I got a little bit left.
Good.
Okay. Alright. And then this is my bowl, which has a lot more veggies, a little bit less meat, a good amount of rice. But I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna go eat, and I will, I have to make a schedule. I have to make a schedule and then figure out what I want to cook for that day, and then put it on YouTube so that way you guys can see and I can just make more cooking videos. But thanks for enjoying the little cooking video, and I'll talk to you guys later. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas to people who celebrate it. Happy holidays to people who don't. And more than likely, I'll try and cook next week, but no promises because I go back to work. So then after being off for 2 months, I'm gonna kind of have to get back into a schedule of working 9 hours a day and another job. But I'll make a schedule. I'll figure out what I want to post, and then I think I'm gonna do like quick recipes. Nothing that's like super hard or like super long to make. But I think that's what I'm gonna do. But alright guys, thanks for liking, thanks for subscribing, and we will do this again soon. Bye. Okay, that sounds good, Gray. Like I said, I'll make a schedule, I'll keep you guys informed, and I'll let you know the next time I'm gonna go live and cook another wonderful dinner.